Good evening, viewers. My name is Krishna Vemuri, and welcome to the weekly edition of Spotlight. This election is the most important election for the world because this election decides whether USA will be as we know it or it will become a socialist nation. World over, it is proven that democracy and socialism do not work together. A simple story about India. Dr. Ambedkar, while writing the Constitution of India, he wrote its preamble as India is a people's republic. When USSR and communists forced to change the preamble to Socialist Republic of India, Ambedkar said no because of socialism kills democracy. That was the answer given by him. Unfortunately, Congress, Indira Gandhi, emergency, USSR, communists in 1975 changed the preamble to Socialist Republic of India. You know, ever since the fate of India, until a true patriot came to power as Prime Minister of India. 2 years later, the same thing happened to America. God blessed America with a true patriot as its president, President Donald J. Trump. Ever since he was elected, nation is facing a strange phenomenon. Democrats are trying to bother him from all possible directions. Their allies, the far left, is creating anarchy. Still, he did more in 47 months than any other president in America to date. This election is so unique in many ways that there has been a clear distinction of the candidates, unlike the other elections that USA faced. Trump is for America first, Biden is not. Trump is for strong military, Obama, Biden weakened the military. Trump for strong borders, Biden for no borders. Trump for safety and security, Biden supports anarchists and writers. Trump for less governance, Biden for more control. Trump less taxes, Biden more taxes. This week's spotlight is on Aara. Aara is an Asian American alliance. A new PAC emerged in New Jersey to motivate and inspire the people to switch to Republic Party and support the cause. And today we have with us Sridhar Chillera, Aara founder and chairman, Dharmesh Patel, Aara state director and Middlesex County chair, Brajesh Singh, Piscataway mayoral candidate and Aara state director. Thank you and welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for inviting us to wonderful host Krishna Vemuri, and thanks for your channel. Thank you.
Sridharji, first let us go with you. Tell us what are the aims and then objectives when you have founded Aara?
See, Aara was actually founded by a number of people, like-minded people. It's not one man's effort. It is the collective group effort of few people. And we have been doing brainstorm together. In fact, in this viewers like Dharmesh Patel, Brajesh Singh, they were also one of the founders. They all came together and we have been doing brainstorming discussion. What should we do? Because we have been paying, it's like a sort of like a agony coming in the people's mind. It started with first Indians. We are 4 million Indians living in America right now, approximately 4.2 or 4.3. So now if you look at that, our ratio, though we are like 1% of the population, if you take like 350 or 330 million of the US population, we are almost like 1%. Now, if we are 1%, but whereas we are contributing 6% of the country's GDP, can you imagine? That is a big number. And our people are one of the highest taxpayer bracket. And the average mean income is one of the highest for, if you look at that average income tax, the Indians are coming in the top 10% of the income bracket. So by looking at that statistics, not only that, even in terms of education, look at the doctors. If you look at OPI, there are more than 30,000 physicians sitting there. If you look at the hotels, and people call like a hotel, motel, and patel. So it's sort of like, people have taken the synonym of the industry. And similarly, engineers, IT, you look at Microsoft, Adobe, or Google, anything. Look at the CEOs. They're keeping our Indians into their leadership role because they realize not only they are the people and who are making the country difference in terms of technological, and so they realize and they're giving us the good positions. It's a matter of like they being competing in the global market. So they need that Indian minds because of our thing. And not only that, our people are highly legal and legal immigration-based system. We come on a proper documentation with a proper degree credentials, with a proper global standard company experience. Having all these things, why we don't have a presence in the political system of USA? We have been doing brainstorm research, and then we decided the reason being is we write the checks to the political systems, and but we don't have say because we are scattered, we are not together. So that has really inspired us, brought all 4.4 million people, Indians, under one umbrella. And again, we thought is, hey, 4 million people, if you look at 330 million, is again less. If you talk about, it's just like if you talk about 1%, it comes like a 3 million or something. Now 4 million is again 1.5%. And we just thought like, let's increase our volume to 22.5 million Asians, because this country, people, because sometimes what happens is when you are in India, you just talk about India. When you are in a particular state, you talk about state. When you came out of the country, we have to talk about like a bigger pictures. So we can't be talking like, hey, I'm from southern part of India or I'm northern part of India. Nobody is going to pay attention. We have to be together. We have to be raising our voices a significant number. So that's why we decided as Indians, though we are having our significance presence in terms of dollar dollar donations, we want like a quantity. So we thought that let's take 25 million people of Asian other countries, of 48 countries, along with us, like-minded people. End of the day, we need even 10% if you bring them like-minded, because end of the day, they believe in some Republican values. Even if they come forward us, we can form like a Asian American Republican Alliance with the Asian body of 48 countries. If you look at the statistics, we don't even if you have 48 countries, only 3 4 countries like China, Filipino, and Korean, and these are the countries constitute together almost like 70 to 80% of the population of US. So having said that, having a power of 3 4 countries, so if you look at the other side of it, the elections, like typically we are in the New Jersey state. If you look at that, typically, even the nationwide, if you look at the stats of the Hillary and the 2016 time Trump, we almost like don't take my numbers. These are all like approximate numbers. I think that Trump has got around 46.1% and Hillary has got around 46.6%, 46.2%. So it's just like a marginal difference of 0.1% that constitute around 2 million or 2.5, 2 million around that vote. So if you look at the 2 million, what is the big deal of 2 million? She won that, I mean, she got the more popular vote of 2 million. So, but again, electoral votes wise, Trump has got it and he got in the power. But right now, Trump has a charisma. He's going to be much more winning right now. But even at that time, so let's say, even if you had to win the popular vote, our Asian Americans are 22.5 million people. And even if you can bring in like 4 million out of that Indians coming to our side, just you need only 2 million winning card. So coming back to the point is why I'm telling you on the significance of the number is even the New Jersey state, so-called the solid blue state, and the elections difference, people call the state as the blue state. They have only been difference of Trump versus Hillary was only the 500,000 difference. Now this 500,000 difference is not a big deal. And my colleague Dharmesh ji is going to explain why this zero point 0.5, the 500,000 is not a big number when we have 1 million people in this country, I mean in this state, Asian Americans out of 17 million. So coming back to all the points together is, it is very easy to dictate who is going to be in the White House if all Asians come together, even 10% of the population. And that has really inspired and motivated us. Let's have a political voice in the political system and also bring everybody together of 25 million people and help who we want in the White House. That's our objective. And I also would like to share, after my colleagues speak, what is the Aara vision and what is our goals and how we are going to turn into the battleground states or towards the Trump 2020 winning factor.
Okay, Dharmesh ji, explain your goals and objectives in the next 3 4 months. I'm sorry, next 1 month. What you are planning to do to influence the Asian voters to vote Trump.
Thank you, Krishnaji. Let's see, you asked me a question regarding last 3 and 4 months, what we are doing. So presently in New Jersey, I'm just only focusing on New Jersey because New Jersey is a good state for Asian American community. Once we found Aara, Asian American Republican Alliance, Sridhar Chindara, as we spoke at that time, uh, basic concept, New Jersey. First, we have to focus in New Jersey. Aara is working on a national wise, and I am, as a New Jersey state director in Aara, I am focusing on New Jersey. Let's say some calculation because uh, our community, as an Asian community, particular or some poor country, out of 48, 49 country, four country is a major country. If this four country all together and they decide where we have to go, then we have a power in White House. Now we have to focus in this election Trump 20. Why we are focusing Trump 20? Because President Trump is doing very good job for country. And we are also for country. Make America great again. Let's see in India. India is the same thing that Mr. Modi is doing for country. Same thing here President Trump is doing for country. So that's why we are smart people. We are educated people. You know that our community, Asian American community, 90% ratio, we are graduate. Even my son or my daughter or any other person. So my basic, just thinking for mathematics point of view, in New Jersey, we have a 7 million registered voters. Out of 7 million registered voters, we have a 2,040,000 Democrats, 2,040,000 undecided, and 1,042,000 Republican. Let's see, we can go ahead the calculation. Last 7 years, Indian community, just only focus on Indian community, 38% gain in New Jersey. So those who are coming from India, they just stay in New Jersey. That 38% from 2014 to 2020, out of these 2017, 18, lot of people citizen. Now you can see this year power of Asian American community. President Trump, he believe in India because we are smart people. We have a very good in the doctor, engineer, pharmaceutical, IT. So this year, first Indian American running New Jersey Senate, Dr. Rick Mehta. There are local level, so many other candidates running for mayor. Let's see, Brajesh Singh is in our panel right now. So we are focusing, you can see the history of last Senate election, that margin is 250,000 something. And that margin is very narrow, and we can go in the local New Jersey voter, around 380,000. That is Indian community. They have a power, they can decide who is winner. But what basic point is, nobody came and out and go for vote. I have a record 9%, sometimes 10% in New Jersey. So now we are focusing all people, those who are involved or not involved, registered voters that we can ask from Aara. We have a website in Aara also for vote registration. We are educating people where we have to go. We are not forcing that where you have to go. You have to decide where we have to go. People have a choice. But now we are a smart people and we have a calculation. If out of 380,000, if they decide 80%, you see that the UK, what happened in UK? Who is a prime minister? Who is a defense minister? Who is a finance minister? Who decide? Public decide. Once their community all together, the opposite party is gone. So same thing we are thinking in New Jersey also. We have a solid calculation. Even county to county, let's see, I am in Middlesex County. We have a 500,000 registered voters. Out of 500,000 registered voters, 40% are Indian registered voters. Mm-hmm. So we are focusing in New Jersey only 4 county, and that 4 county have a 1 million votes. Okay. And that 4 county have a Indian population, Asian population. So that we are thinking, we are brainstorming that community, we are asking that community people go and vote. Each and every day we are sending a message. What basic point is why we need Trump 2020. Trump is working for country. That the same thing, we are here, we are from India or somebody from Sri Lanka or somebody from China, whatever. We are here for peace, peacefully we have to live. And that Mr. President is doing. And that's why Aara is working each and every day for where we have to go, where is our gap. Let's say example, Aara is always supporting local candidate also. Example, we have a Piscataway candidate, a mayor candidate, Brajesh Singh, and each and every day we are brainstorming meeting with the Brajesh Singh each and every day. Evening we are calling, hey Brajesh Singh, what help you want? Each and every day focusing all friends and family help Brajesh Singh. He is from the Aara candidate and also is a citizen. Yeah. First priority is we have to help our citizen first. So basic point is Aara goal, educate our people. Sometimes you know that we can go and ask the people, oh, they say, oh, I don't know where I am registered. They are Democrat, undecided. Nobody knows sometimes. So that also we are educating people. Go online, you can change the party application form also available there. New registration. Still November 3rd election, you can go and register. October 30 is an online registration also. Mailing ballot is already there. You can register before October 13. You have a right still. So every opportunity we have, we don't want to lose that opportunity. Each and every vote is count, and it is very good system this year. You can go mailing ballot, you can track is your mailing ballot. If your mailing ballot is rejected, then comes some back, there is signed it front, you can sign it, again you can send. So very good system. Use your mind. Where we have to go? Basically, we are supporting from Republican Party. If you don't know where is the column, just look the President Trump name. So that the name you can go all the way down.
Up to bottom. Yes.
Very good.
So that is our goal for Aara, and thank you, Krishna.
Brajesh, in your opinion, tell us about Aara and what your goals and then what are your aspirations as a mayoral candidate for Piscataway?
Yeah, Krishnaji, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about Aara and myself. I think Sridhar Garu and Dharmesh ji has said it all. I have nothing much to add. All I can say why I am supporting Aara, why Aara is supporting Mr. Trump, because every American needs safe, secure, and a strong economy. That's one reason. How can you make it safe? Have your border secured by a wall, and then a strong economy, security. And I forgot the point, but anyway, the point is, Mr. Trump has done more than any president in the history of the world for the world. He has done excellent job. Recently, he has done Arab and Israeli peace accord, which has been talked by every politician in the world, but they have done nothing. He did it. As soon as he took over presidential job, he announced that America will build embassy in Jerusalem, which was not done by anybody. Couldn't dare to do. He did it. NAFTA, North American Federal Trade Administration Association. He fixed it. He fixed it. Now it's more beneficial to America than Canada and Mexico. So those are the things happened at national level, international level, and he is with India when India needs help from a stronger military point of view to stand against our enemies. I don't want to name. I think the whole world. And same thing. If you cannot win at grass root level, if I cannot support from the bottom of the election to the top, which is presidential power or President Trump, then he cannot win. So we have to support him in order to give him a solid victory. This time he is going to win popular votes and electoral college vote. So he is going to bring and win in a record number of votes.
Okay,
With
sir.
record number of votes.
Okay, thank you. That's a nice wish, but the statistics and then the polls show in a different way. Like as on the debate day, the difference of poll numbers between Trump and then Clinton 4 years back was only 3%. Now the difference between Trump and Biden, as on the first debate day, is almost 8%. Even 2 3 days after the first debate, the gap has lessened, and again today the RCP average poll shows that we are still at 8.2% difference between Trump and then Biden. That is Biden plus 8 points more than Trump. How do you explain this?
Yeah, those supports are survey reports are manufactured by social media. Social media means socialist media, far left media. It's manufactured. The last time when president was running for nomination to become a presidential candidate, many people, many people from Republican Party has opposed him, but he he won. He won the nomination and he won the presidential election as well. Right? Same thing is happening. His supporters are silent. They're just watching all the clowns. That Joe Biden called him clown. Trump is not clown. He is clown. The socialists are clown. They are making joke for themselves and
Yeah.
joke for America. If we do not take action now as American, not only Indian, the whole Americans need to support Mr. Trump to save America and its prestige. That is the bottom line, and that is how I think. You may many other people have different way of thinking, but that is how I think, and I have been thinking this way from the beginning.
Okay. Now, Sridharji,
Yes.
our Indian president, Mr. Modi, and then Trump, they have been more or like fighting for the same issues. One being the terrorism, other being people within the country and who are against the country. And then I coined a term called TRUMO phenomenon. Basically, country first, and then their own people first, their own manufacturing first. See, do you think that the re-election of Trump is going to help and then rather propagate this Trumo-ism throughout the world?
See, if you look at that, Trump's slogan is, bring back jobs and make America great again. Make that, manufacturing jobs, bring the manufacturing jobs. See, this is the long-term goal. Overnight, it's not going to happen. So what happens is everything, even Aara, if they want to change all 51 states, like especially the battleground states to the red states, it's not going to happen overnight. We are going to be working, and in a phased manner, we are going to achieve what we want to achieve. Similarly, Trump administration and Modi administration have been so closely and working together in it. The Modi has said publicly in the Gujarat stadium, especially the Trump has said, America is the true friend of India. Modi also said the same thing. We are the true friend of America. Such a beautiful relations are existing. It's a great opportunity for the Indian people. I will tell you why, though despite their philosophies are the same thing, saying that bring back jobs or something. Now, right now, if you look at that America, they have almost like literally all the manufacturing is done in China. Now, people are not comfortable with the China right now, America. They publicly commenting openly, and even when the Trump is suffering, and I was told that Wuhan, they were sort of like sarcastically putting the comments. So that type of enmity is going on right now. So in this moment, you have to see that it's a big opportunity for India right now. All the manufacturing jobs can go to India. So how Modi's vision is going to become true? With the help of Trump, with the help of United States. Then only this is going to happen. Yes, earlier if this is not happen, it's going to be 1 + 1 2. Right now it's going to be 1 + 1 is going to be 11. Is that's what the impact is going to have. So for that purpose, the way the terrorism you are talking about, look at that Pakistan that supports terrorism. It's an open fact. Though it's one of our Aara country, we had to sometimes we had to put the fact is a fact. So for that purpose, what we are going to do is it's a great opportunity for India. So the Trump is against of the terrorism, Modi is against of the terrorism, and obviously it's a great for America. It's great for the India especially, and especially for the jobs wise, the terrorism point of view. So coming back to the answering your question is it's the greatest combination ever in the history of the political thing. This is the first time is in the pro of India is happening. So I believe that every Indian should be supporting this Trump because it is going to help their back home. If they want to really help that Janmabhoomi and Karmabhoomi, and this is the great opportunity. You make Trump win, and you are doing a justice to Karmabhoomi, and indirectly you are doing a justice to your Janmabhoomi also. If you look at that statistics, I think I've answered your question. So let me go back to the Aara vision. Aara vision is now we have said so many things. We are 6% GDP, and Dharmesh spoke, and Brajesh also spoke. So we have to have our own people end of the day in the political process. How is it going to happen? Our people are very, very shy. They don't want to be shying away from the politics. So we have to change that thing. People think that, hey, I'm coming from one of the largest democratic country. So that doesn't mean that in this country also I should vote for democracy, Democratic Party. So this is the thing, like misconception we have. Even in fact, I was not a registered, I was a pro-democratic candidate till so many years back. But later on, I realized what is Democrat Party and what is Republican Party. And if you look at that, our Indians' private life, we have a conservative life. We believe in hard work. We believe in our family values. We believe in merit system. That's what the Republicans are talking about. They don't want to support the illegal. So we have a similarity. But unfortunately, the people don't understand, our Indians, hey, this is the same thing as Republican Party is having. So for that purpose, Aara has come up with a strategy. How do we change their mindset? We are just educating them. We're not going to be changing them. We are telling them, hey, what you have been looking in your mind, what is good for you, it is already existing in the Republican Party. Just please take out your inhibitions and misconception and perceptions, what has been created by this so-called Democratic Party. Take it out and just think with the open mind, what is good for your Janmabhoomi. Everybody will say Republican Party is the pro. Because if you look at Biden, he's supporting openly Pakistan. He's a pro of China. Do you want that Indians will be supporting them? No way. Then you are doing injustice to your Janmabhoomi. Then what person you are then? So now, with coming back to all the philosophy, if you look at that Democrat Party, tell me one person who has reached the top. Every time they use us, our Indians and Asians. Look at the Republican Party, Nikki Haley, Bobby Jindal. They have grown to the highest level in their political system, political career. Where it happened? Only in the Republican Party. People should realize this is the platform. These are the people. This is not the racist party. This is the good party. And where anybody can grow to the top level. If other people say, show me one person where other people have rose to the top. So all these things, what our Asian American Republican Alliance, Aara, is going to form like as a body and going to educate and explain the Republican values, same time what is good for them. And that's what we are going to be doing with our soldiers in the nationwide. And also the primary objective of Aara is wherever our Asian candidates are running for elections, we are going to be supporting them no matter what. Who are the candidate, whether it's on the Senate level or is on the governor level or is on the mayor level or is on the councilman level, doesn't matter. We are going to be supporting no matter what nationwide. And similarly, wherever our Asian Americans are there, if let's say if our Asian candidate is not running, let's say if anybody is local Republican running, especially for the areas, pocket areas, let's say the Dharmesh was mentioning that in Middlesex County, out of that 500,000 of registered voters, 40% are Indians. So that means you are sitting on a 200,000 vote bank. Let's say if no Indian voter is no Indian contestant is running, why have to waste my strength of Asian Americans? We are going to support that local Republicans and we are going to be supporting. So that means if you observe carefully, there are two types of supports. If you are a Asian American running, blind support from our Aara side. If there is a pocket of Asian Americans significantly where we can make a difference, we are going to be supporting the Republican Party people also. So I want to urge everybody, our Asian Americans, please come up, and we are here to support you. We want to have a political system in the party. And similarly, even other Republicans who are running, and we are with you. Wherever our people are densely populated, we are going to be helping you. So having said that, this is the power we have today, Aara. I mean, as Dharmeshji was mentioning, the New Jersey stats alone, 17 million people are New Jersey. He was mentioning it beautifully, the stats. And out of that, 1 million are Asian Americans. If you look at that, 2.4 are registered Democrats, and 2.4, again, undecided voters, and 1.45 is registered Republicans. Now, if you look at that, 2.45 is still very high. If you look at that, the people are talking about New Jersey state as a not, solid blue state. The last year elections was defeated by only 0.5 million. That means 500,000 people votes. So that means still we have 2.45 unregistered voters. And there was already, if you look at that, there was 11% jump from Republican voters. That means they got less of 2.4 registered. 11% have voted for Republican Party. And similarly, the Republican Party have voted more for that. At that time, Trump was not popular. Trump is more popular right now. So the charisma, keeping the charisma of Trump, this year we're anticipating 50% more. So we are going to be changing the New Jersey state, no more blue state. Very soon people will be talking about swing state.
Okay, nice hearing you, Sridharji. Based on this one, the question contingent upon it is, like you have been telling that you want to make New Jersey a swing state.
Yes.
Right? I agree. See, it has been felt, like I have been seeing the data about the competitions in 435 congressional seats as well as 35 senatorial seats, wherein, especially in the congressional election, that is Congress elections, the thing is in the cities, it is very difficult to find out a candidate who is running for on Republican ticket. It's very difficult to find a candidate. And even if they are there, the voter turnout in the primary is far, far less than generally the voter turnout of the primaries of Democrats. And then if you look at some of the constituencies I have been examining, sometimes the number of votes that are polled for Democrats in congressional seats is almost 4 to 8 times more than the Republican things. I think you also have felt if the elections are held for the state assembly next year, there may not be some seats for the Republican Party, or there may not be people for the Republican Party to contest. How you are going to address in next 1 year, because you told the New Jersey is your prime focus now, and then you want to go nationally and you want to turn New Jersey as a blue state.
This is a good question you said. I think our people will.
Dharmeshji, maybe, yeah.
Let's see, example for New Jersey, you are asking for the congressman and this one and the Democrat. I'll give you a small example. 2016 presidential election. You just asked one question that debate right now, Biden is +8, whatever, 8 or 89.
Based on fabricated media.
Because we want these guys have to happy because otherwise it won't. So that is okay. Now the question is, you can see that last year presidential election in New Jersey, that Sridharji is mentioned, Democrat have 2,039,000 something that registered voters. Out of these, that party that Hillary Clinton that time running as a president, he got only 2,040,000. Now again, that's the Republican Party. We have a registered voter 1,042,000 that time. This year 1,045,000. Out of the, we have a 1,060.
1.59 by 1.6.
1,060
registered Republican.
Registered Republican. So that is a gain for 11%. At that time, you can see the 2016 debate. Nobody is like President Trump debate, as per the survey. So that 11% is what, if Trump is not popular in 2016, in 2020, Trump is more popular in New Jersey than other states. And that's why we have a Senate election. New Jersey have a Dr. Rick Mehta. And 9% or maybe 10% Indian people are voted in past. So that ratio we are changing now, and I'm giving a promise to you, 70 to 75% Indian people are going forward this year. And that is the major change because of Aara. We are ground level working. That's why you can see you don't have any complaint. You can call me after November 3rd, how many votes with Republican, highest voting in this year. That's why you say that Democrat versus Republican, we are asking these people, sometimes they don't have a choice. They don't know where we have to go. This year, we are giving choice. Let's see. We have our website is available, that candidate website is available. You see Dr. Rick Mehta. I never see Cory Booker in out. He never see in any general public in New Jersey this year. Dr. Rick Mehta, he's not a politician, and he is all of the spot each and every day from working 7 to night 12 o'clock. Why? So that is a difference this year. You can see right now in 2020, after next year we have a governor election, long list of candidates. You can see that next primary, in Republican Party, more than one seat, 10 people are running because we are educating people.
I think let me, Krishna ji, let me tell you one thing, because to answer your question only in one line, this is like if Aara is not existing, yes, your question could have been at stake. You won't be even having a candidates running. But especially these elections are going to happen right now, 2020. If the New Jersey state, if we are going to prove that Trump has got more number of votes than the, like an opponent, do you think that there won't be any wave of candidates rushing and contesting for Republican Party? It's going to change the whole scenario. This is the pro era of Aara. Aara was already born. Aara is there in action right now. What we are going to do is, people are just talking about the numbers, only the 500,000 difference. If the difference even is going to be nominal, there are two scenario situations. If the difference is going to be more, we are winning. This state is no more blue state. It's a swing state. We are going to make it happen. If that happens, do you think that your question of not having the people running for Republican Party will arise?
It will not.
People will rush and fight for it. But now, even if there is not winning factor, because Aara sometimes when it forms, when it's going to do that thing, sometimes we have to have a situation of the other side. It's going to be like a very minimal votes. Even if there is a minimal vote, if the 500,000 gap, if it becomes like a few significant few thousand, do you think that situation of not having the candidates will come? No way, right? So why I'm telling you is, right now people have lost pre-Aara. That means when the Aara was not born like few months back, people were losing hope, saying that, hey, this state is, Democrat state. There's no point of running for any places. That's why it's very hard to get the candidates. But Aara is going to change that chemistry in the month of November 3rd, 2020. And after that, trust me, you will see the many people want to run from our Asian community for the positions just because of our Aara actions.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Can you explain me the various programs that you have conducted in the past to Aara, and then what are your future activities? Either you or
Dharmesh. Let me tell you, but after that, my colleagues will tell what we are going to be doing today as part of the Aara.
Mm-hmm.
And we have been doing almost like in every nationwide, almost, let me tell you, Aara was born like a month back, and we have done the grand launch of a few days back. And ever since we have formed, we have created a nationwide chapters. We have a very active chapters right now in many battleground states, because we wanted to focus on the battleground states, because where our thrust factor, like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Florida, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Ohio states. And we have formed the people, and we have nominated the state presidents and local community outreach people. So the action is already started. Now, coming back to the New Jersey thing, we have got the county-wise, we have got a county chairs, and we have a township chairs. This is the job is like to reach the community and see, the problem is our Asians are not, even though they get the citizenship, they don't even go for the registration of the vote. So as a first step, we have registered thousands and thousands of the people as like registered voters. Not only that, and the people, like that day when we had a grand launch, we had around 150 people. Out of that, 80% of the people, they had that registered of Democratic Party. 80% of the people when they came in, but they're all strong supporter of a Republican Party. That means the trend is changing. Though in the past they had an affiliation of Democratic Party, now people are running for, people are want to be with the Republican Party. Look at Rick Mehta, US Senate candidate. He was a registered Democrat. Now what is he doing? He's running for as a US Senate, one of the highest level, and which has never happened in history. He's running as US Senate from the Republican Party. That's a change we are seeing in New Jersey. Now, Dharmeshji will tell you in a ground level more, and Brajeshji, because we have created the county chair concept and how many people have been turned into party affiliation forms. We have the party affiliation form, and these are the party affiliation forms I want to show you. And this is the things, and we have been going to the people, and we have been giving to the people, and yes, this is the one. And we are asking everybody to change, though no matter what, I understand people are getting confused with registered Democrat of 2.4 and 1.6 Democrat unaffiliated. This is going to change now with all the efforts. I think my colleague is going to do it. And not only that, we're also going to be doing like a conversion of sort of like a green card to citizenship. We are going to be helping them through our panel attorneys. We'll be helping the people, and we'll be helping the citizen people for registering the vote. And my colleague Dharmeshji will be telling you how many people they've already turned them into registered voters. And also our plan of today, what we are doing for health of Trump.
Dharmeshji.
Yeah, so let's see, for you say that how we have to connect with the people. So we are working, this is the only organization, political party, we are connected with the ground. So let's see our structure. If I am as a New Jersey director, as an Aara,
we are affiliated with NJGOP.
Then it is connected with the NJGOP. So we are not a private also. So NJGOP, New Jersey, Grand Old Party, New Jersey Republican Party, we are working under NJGOP. So now we have a state director, then the county director, and so example, we have a lot like corporate structure. And why we need a corporate structure? Because we are smart people. We have to work for the community, and we have to work with the people. Let's see, so many people are not aware. Why they are not going for vote? Because sometimes we know that what Mr. Modi is doing in India every day in WhatsApp, but we are not aware that who is in mayor in my town. So that is, we are aware that people know where you are living. You say you are in Ocean County, we are sending a structure of Ocean County, who are the congressmen, who are the mayor, who are the other candidates. They have to know where which party is right now ruling in your county. And the other thing is why they are not entering politics, because they don't know the system. A very simple system in New Jersey. You have to fill out from a local level club. You can go that meeting. There is a Zoom meeting also available. You have to involve. And sometimes what happens, people are looking politics in a different way. Because of we are from an Indian community and from the Asian people. And here the politics is totally different. This country need smart people. Okay. And now if we are investing our money in a business, why we are not investing our mind in politics? Because that is help for community, country, and next generation also. So what Aara is doing right now, let's say I changed my single hand more than 1,200 people.
Wow.
Single hand.
Awesome.
That's very
They are
nice.
not registered. They are not registered also. And I say, okay, just go and register. They seem simply okay. Here is the vote. I educated that people. We are a seminar also, how to go, even though they don't know how to change the party, just register as a political, but any day, any time you can change the party. But different is why our people is not involved in party, because sometimes they say, oh, if I am involved in party, maybe they need money. That's why they are undecided. And when they are undecided and they have a choice for candidate also. That also we are aware that people here in USA, you can join any party. Nobody is asking for money. You can go for the local people, help the local people and grow up in your way. Whatever your smartness, you show up your smartness and grow. Let's see Brajesh Singh. Brajesh Singh is working from last so many years. But now the candidate, those who are running in our presidential, Mr. Donald Trump, he knows that brain. And that's why Dr. Rick Mehta, he is running for Senate. Brajesh Singh, he is running for mayor. This is the highest level position. And that is our proud. And that we are working right now. Next year, you can see our target is more than 50 town. You can see that mayor candidate from Aara.
Exactly.
Very good. What are the other programs that you said you are doing some program today?
Yeah,
Brajesh.
Sorry about that. I forget to mention. Right now, our duty is as a Hinduism. Okay, Mr. President is first. We have to proud for our president, whatever the party. Now he is struggling for COVID, so we are praying today all over the Hindu temple, 7 o'clock, and Aara members in New Jersey, almost 15 temples, they are going for 7 o'clock today evening. And I am also involved in 2 temples, 7 o'clock in the Pavlin and 7:30 in the Great Mandir. Siddharji is also involved in our Taldam BAPS, and Rajesh Singh is going on Gayatri Temple. That also we are working. Sometimes Dua and Dawa. You know, Dawa in Gujarati, that's the pharmacy. Sometimes, Dua and Dawa is more better than Dua is working very well. That President Trump already mentioned in his Facebook also. Pray for. What is the power of pray? So that also Aara is doing. We are going for practical work. We are going for theory work, and we are going to ground level. So that also we are doing. Okay, we are believing in science and dharma. Why we are here? Our country had 5,000-year history. And that we are thinking for our president, and hopefully Mr. President, today is our prayer with him. All our American people are praying today, all our citizens are praying here, those who are from the party or without party. So why we are not involved? So that's why Aara today is 7 o'clock. If you are in your home, you can also pray for the president and first lady. And that is a big program, and nobody said no. When I call every temple, this is a very good idea. Come and join. So that program we are doing today, and this week we are going door to door. We have a group of the people for the candidate. Those who are not registered, we are asking that October 13 is the last day. Please register online. I just have a today morning 5 call. Wow. They say, oh, my son have 18 years old, maybe possible 19 this year, but how I do? I say, go on online. Within a minute, they register.
Okay.
So that type of work we are doing.
I think we came to the final segment, like your final remarks, each person, Brajesh ji, and then your message to the viewers. We'll go one by one.
Yeah, Krishna ji, I just heard from everybody, and you kept asking about what Aara is going to do to the voters to convert more into Republican. The main thing we are going, this is not the end. This is just the beginning.
Yes.
We are going to have educational program from Aara to the people to let them know that supporting being a Democratic Party member doesn't mean you are supporting democracy. Most of the people, most of the Democrats, they are unaware why they are supporting, why are they member of Democratic Party.
Yes.
Those are the few points we are going to let those unaffiliated and Democrats know, and try to give them show them the right path, and to and direct them to the right candidate in future and at this time. So Aara has lots of programs, how we can convert, how can we make new voters into Republican or conservative, and we are developing a program. It's just a beginning. and our Chitragupta, no, sorry, the Dharmeshji, he is like our Chitragupta. He plays with that. So we'll do it, and we are on the way to bring more people. And it takes time, but you will see next year the numbers will change drastically, and after that and beyond. Aara is not like any other organization which forms today and tomorrow we have picture with president and we are all gone. No, we have a goal. We are going to work on it, and we are making sure that everybody in political arena succeeds with our help. And that's all I wanted to say.
I want to add one thing is like example, you asked the question, what Aara can make a difference? Like example, US Senate candidate Rick Mehta, he was also doing fundraising of his own. End of the day, any political candidate running for any office level, money is a very, very important. Without that, he will not be energized. And Aara, we feel very proud. We can say that within a month, we have done, contributed, we have helped him actually significant of, we have not done it. We have told our members to come forward and to help him because we are day by day, we are getting structure wise. But meanwhile, what we have done is we have directly or indirectly made him contribute more than around $150,000. That's a big number, I guess. That's what I was told by their campaign team. Thanks to Aara, indirectly or directly, we have raised to that level. And I'm very happy that Aara has gone to that level of success. Not only that, even to the running candidates like Brajeshji, who is the speaker right now, is running for Piscataway mayor. And similarly, Jaisalmer is running as a mayor for East Brunswick. Our people, Aara people, are going door to door, door to door. In fact, Dharmesh Patelji, who is sitting in this panel, he also was telling me he went to 40 homes since morning. He just came home. And such a level of dedication we have. So to answer your question, what Aara has done it, Aara has done all these things before even it was even formed even. So this is the level of success we have. When we were not even existing, we have created these wonders. Now when we have existed and when we have the people in place, now you can imagine the sky is the limit for us, and we are going to be doing a lot of wonderful things. That's where it has caught the attention of Republican National Committee, RNC, and Trump campaigning. We are working with them right now because of the magnitude of the services and structure we have at this point right now.
Okay, nice of you. Your plea to viewers, like, what do you want to say to your viewers, Siddharth?
Okay, my request to everybody is the difference of winning and losing is not significant, just like few thousand or here and there. With this saying, even if you look at that, any state event for that matter, even for the Trump level nationally, 2 million is like popular vote they claim. Of course, Trump has won, that's a different story. Even the other side is at the time saying that, hey, popular vote, we got 2 million. So what are the factors? Even in the New Jersey, to turn the swing state, we need only 500,000 votes. Even for a Sayreville, I was told that mayor vote, they just got a difference of only 11 votes or 100 votes. I don't know how much is that. So such a marginal numbers, people have to understand the winning and defeating is only a small number. We are a 25 million body, and even our Indians out of that is like 4.54 million people. Even if we come across like 20% or 10%, just for sake of our own benefit, but just take out from your shying away from the political systems, be active, and with this small significant percentage, we can create a wonders. My request to you is, I want to be keeping 6% GDP. We have to be having 12% of the political system of the presence. Right now it's 1%. We want to change it. I want everybody to browse our site, yaarausa.org. You will have a lot of information there. Again, our website is www.yaarausa.org, Asian American Republican Alliance. Now, if anybody wants to more details, please email to info@yaarausa.org. We'll be very happy, and not necessary that you have to be in New Jersey or any swing state. Any place wherever you are, you want to contribute and you want to join our hands, and we want you to welcome and join our hands and strong. then only we can win what we want to, what is good for this country and what is good for us also. And
Thank
as
you.
I said that, God bless America, God bless Republican Party, God bless Asian American Republican Alliance.
Okay, one last question. You have been doing a lot of programs and it all requires money. How are you managing your funds? How are you gathering funds for your activities, Sridharji?
That's a very good question. That's where we had a little bit struggle we had. And as I said that even if we had to create a big emperor, it's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes we had to convince the people saying that, hey, we are the right people. We are doing really wonderful things and other things. Sometimes I started with one journey and saying that, hey, let me put in my funds and start doing all these things. Then immediately second person has said, hey, I'm with you behind. Let me support you. Then another person has joined. So right now, what is happening is now people have started realize, hey, this is the body, genuine body, and anything. These people are really for the Republican Party, and where they are really working for Asian American voices in the political system. Now people are getting convinced, and believe it or not, now we have many people are coming forward and saying that I want to contribute and I want to help you. What do I need to do it? So it's a good for our people who have worked very hard. And thanks to every of our core people. As I said, that one thing I want to tell you very clearly, Aara is not one person. Aara is for multiple people's hard work. It is going to remain like that. There are everybody, there are so many founders, founders, all are part of the system. Everybody will have a voice to go on the stage and wherever the political, even recently, we have done a political brand launch. All core members have gone on the stage and spoken. So that's how we want to work. It is for the people's body of our Asian American like-minded people. It will remain like that. Yes, for sake of starting, yeah, maybe leading a show, then eventually people will come forward and lead in various respects.
Okay, thank you, Sridharji.
Maybe only one last question for the viewer point of view. I'm just sending a message to all viewers who are watching this very good program. Krishna ji is doing very well job. My question is, each and everybody, those who are watching this program, go and vote. And maybe sometimes we are thinking that what is our prestige in of my town or our town or your town. I go in so many houses today, and so many people. I knock down the door and they open, and one of the ladies say, "Oh, you are from India. I think you are pharmacy or you are IT." Let's see how much they are thinking right now. We are smart people. In past, they are thinking about we are Madari, we are poor people. We are not. That mind is changed now. Go and out and vote. Even though this election, last election, I see that more than 25 county, and there are so many towns, they lost the election for 100 votes. My neighbor town, Sherville, that my friend, mayor candidate, he lost for only one vote.
Oh
so your one vote is very important also.
One vote.
So that is the viewer. I am asking you guys, you have a mail-in ballot right now. Fill out this mail-in ballot wherever the Trump is there, all the way down, sign it, simple. So we are smart people, we have to work all together and we have to send our Senate seat from the New Jersey and historical win.
If you are a citizen, please go and look for it. You must have got it in the mail, this particular document. Do not forget to vote for Trump and all the line from top to bottom. Asian Americans, Republican Party is yours. Please trust me, understand. Please vote for it. And don't forget, there is a deadline. It has to be marked November 3rd, but I don't want you to wait till that long. Please do it immediately, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Good evening, viewers. This is the spotlight on Aara. Please, if you are not a registered voter, please go and register. And if you want to switch to another party, go and then switch the party. It's free, as Dharmesh told. And it is no money is involved in switching from Democratic to Republican and vice versa. Thank you and all the best.